All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this daily forecast for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be July 1st, 2026. I'm sorry. I know I am late today for the forecast. Not that late, about an hour late. But I'm sorry. It's because tomorrow is my birthday and I had some plans tonight for my birthday. And so I'm back and let's do this forecast right now. So, starting with the economy calendar, tomorrow we have some euro news, Canadian dollar news, GBP. But the main thing tomorrow is PMI. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on PMIs. That's the main thing tomorrow at 10 a.m. So overall, I'm expecting a good day tomorrow, decent volatility throughout the markets, and yeah, we should get some interesting setups tomorrow. All right, so on the dollar here, you can see that today was very bearish. Um, Now, if we look on the 4 hour, we don't have a 4 hour fair value gap to continue lower from, but overall, it does seem like we want to continue lower right here. So the next target, as we said yesterday, is still that weekly fair value gap. Okay, we're still heading towards that. Now, looking at the majors, AU retraced back all the way to that um that rejection high. Right now, yes, it does seem like we're sweeping it, but I think we're going to continue higher because the dollar wants to continue lower. So AU is not interesting. GU, let's keep monitoring GU, okay? So we got this thing inside the weekly fair value gap. Now we can reject from it either tomorrow or Thursday, but that's only when the dollar is ready to move, not before. NU, same thing. It's just waiting for some confirmation that we want to continue lower and waiting for the dollar to be ready. USD Canadian, same. Well, USD Canadian is definitely my favorite. Like just like in yesterday's forecast, it looks a lot like the dollar. And so, honestly, if I was going to trade a major tomorrow, again, it's only going to be USD Canadian. So let's keep an eye on USD Canadian and the dollar. On the metals, gold more specifically, let's remove this. So today was honestly a massive consolidation. There was volatility because we did move a lot in both directions. So to the downside, we reached this low, but swept it. And then we came all the way back up, and then we came all the way back down. So honestly, a lot of volatility, but just going nowhere, just consolidation. But I still think that tomorrow, we can just keep going lower towards this low, simply like this, and this becomes a target, and we still have this big low to reach before the end of the week. So yeah, overall, lower prices, and I'm going to show you why. It's because we had this range right here. And look how we're respecting the golden level and also the 0.75 level so well. And now we're starting to go lower. So right now it's just about seeing, can this fair value gap fail? This bullish fair value gap, can it fail? So we just have to wait 3 hours and 15 minutes. And once this candle closes, depending on how it closes, we'll know if this fair value gap is failed or not. And the other thing is that we also have the opportunity to create a 4 hour bearish fair value gap right there. So if we can create that 4 hour bearish fair value gap, then we just sting back into it and we continue lower. Okay. So that's it for gold. Overall bearish for tomorrow. Silver also very similar. Um, so massive consolidation throughout the day. We swept this high right here. And right now, I don't think we're going to come back up to the fair value area. I really don't think this is going to happen. There's a lot of with this wick at the top, I think that we just want to continue lower already. And this does seem like a uh, very big sweep. And then on the 4 hour, let's see if we can create that 4 hour bearish strip. Yeah, continue lower. Okay. But yeah, overall, I'm maintaining my bias here on the metals bearish. Crude oil. What happened on crude oil? So yeah, same thing for crude oil, just massive consolidation throughout the day. Nothing changed. It's just the same thing. Same thing. And medium to long term, we're still expecting higher prices. So nothing meaningful here on Bitcoin, on crude oil. Now Bitcoin went lower today. We didn't reach the low yet, so we can still reach it. And that is gonna happen. Well, it's probably already gonna happen, but from this 4 hour fair value gap, we can definitely continue lower from that to target to reach this first low and eventually this second one right here before the end of the week. So bearish on Bitcoin, the indices, oof, that's not good. That is not good. On the S&P right here, oof, I don't like what I'm seeing, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Does look like it wants to continue higher right now. Well, first of all, we did create one daily fair value gap right there. Yes, it's a breakaway gap, I know. But then after that, tomorrow, either we consolidate or we continue higher, but I just don't see the case where we start going lower. I don't know. Honestly, I can't reach a clear bias here on the indices. It doesn't make sense that we went higher today. Just doesn't make any sense. Same thing on Nasdaq. Let's wait and see. I just wouldn't trade either indices for tomorrow. I would just want to wait for price to clear up. And finally, the crosses. New Zealand dollar JPY completely disrespected this bearish fair value gap. This is off the interest list. Uh, New Zealand dollar CHF potentially from this daily fair value gap, if we can get a sting into it, it wouldn't be too bad actually. We also have fair value area overlapping. Yeah, I'll keep that on the interest list. It could be interesting for tomorrow. New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, don't like it. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, that's still good. Oh yeah, honestly, that's still good. We can continue higher from that weekly fair value gap. Just need to wait for. Oh, actually, it's already there. Yeah, the from this 4 hour fair value gap, I would say wait for the two candle rejection here. Okay, so wait for this first candle to close, and then a second one. When that second candle closes, if it respects the fair value gap, I would enter off the creation of that candle to target this high all the way up here. But yeah, that's still interesting. Then euro, Australian dollar, completely reversed, so no, and G, no. These two are not interesting. Okay, so we still have two crosses on the interest list. The dollar lower tomorrow, looking at USD Canadian. The metals should go lower. They should, but doesn't mean they will. Okay, just keep that in mind. Because today did move in a very uh, consolidating way, and so tomorrow could potentially also do the same thing. So let's just be careful here of what happens. Okay, on the metals Crude oil consolidation. Honestly, there's nothing to see here. Bitcoin, lower prices tomorrow. I think tomorrow we could potentially reach this low, even this one in a single day. And then the indices, I don't know. If I'm being honest, I really don't know. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look like it makes sense. And usually when a chart doesn't make any sense compared to like your expectations, then it's probably because it's going to do the opposite of what you think it will do. That's what I found out to be true. That's what I found out to be true about trading with my experience. So we'll have to wait and see here on the indices. I don't want to say like, oh, take a long, buy in, buy all your favorite stocks right now, because that would be lying. I genuinely don't believe that we can keep having a bull market that goes on forever. It's already been going on forever, literally since the tariffs, since April 2025. It's just been going higher constantly, and this has to come to an end. So, um, yeah, it would be lying to you if I said, yeah, just take a long tomorrow on the S&P, because I genuinely don't think price will continue at higher. All right, guys. Well, that's it for the forecast. I'm sorry, I know I've been talking fast and not really going in depth, but it's just that I have plans tonight. I'm sorry. I also have a life, and tomorrow is my birthday, so yeah, I have a couple of things to do. But even though tomorrow is my birthday, I will still try my best to make a forecast tomorrow if I can. If I can't, I will let you know through a YouTube post. At least you will be advised, so you know. All right, lads. Well, thank you for listening, and I will either see you tomorrow or Thursday night. Thank you for listening.